Hey, this is Matt Mosier with Beyond the Blueprints at Mosier Design Center new showroom. We got Tyson Johnson over here. We got Matti behind the dials back here with City Creek Media. We got Taylor. So Tyson, you're new to the company here. Really kind of your first week being here. So as we've gone through the morning and stuff, anything how you feel about everything so far?
Well, it's been a good morning. A lot of firsts today. First day to be here. First podcast. Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm excited.
Matt, how are you gonna ignore our guests right
Not
here?
your first time in the cabinet, though, right?
No.
I didn't
What'd
think
you
so.
say, Matt?
How are you gonna ignore our guests right here? You're gonna introduce everybody at the table?
Needs no introduction. That's how you do that.
No.
Literal needs no introduction.
No. I saw Chris last Wednesday, and he said, I'm going to be on the podcast.
I said yes.
And he goes, I need a big introduction. he wanted pyrotechnics and music and everything. And so I thought it'd be funny just to skip right over him.
Kenny Powers style, like when he went down to Miss. Y'all don't watch Eastbound and Down. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for.
So, no, in all seriousness, guys, man, we got Mr. Chris Quinn here with the city of Maybank. I think really Mr. Maybank.
No, not at all. But you interrupted my interview I was conducting with Tyson. Appreciate it. Can I have the floor, please? Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
Can I be in charge for a little while? No, kidding. Tyson, you said this is not your first cabinet experience. I'm interested to know what you learned, where you learned it, how you learned it, and all that good stuff.
He's interviewing you, it sounds like.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean,
Chris Quinn done flipped the script.
No. If you haven't picked it up, on the off-camera conversation, this is a fascinating market category for me. Like,
yes,
I'm really into cabinets.
Yes.
I always.
Well, that's one of our questions. Is that one of your secret passions of your pastime that you want to be
I respect anything.
A wood maker?
No. I respect anything that takes a ton of talent and ability to perform. It doesn't matter. You can take somebody and you can put them in. And you've probably done this. You can train them. You can put them in a shop. You can teach them how the equipment works. You can teach them to read blueprints. You can teach. And 10 years later, they're never going to be a cabinet maker.
Right.
So the people that can do it are born to do it. They have a mind for it.
You probably know within about a week.
You do. But you might like them and they work hard. Yeah. Like I was telling you my story at Quality Fixtures, just a hard worker, and we're going to keep them around because, the truck does need to be unloaded every now and then. But the people who are cabinet makers, the people who are in the business, people who can do the job, to me are fascinating because it's one of those categories that it's untrainable. You either have it or you just don't. No fault to those that don't. I'm one that doesn't.
Yes.
I hung in there. So that's I'm always in there. I'm always tickled when somebody says, Harold and I went and got cabinets priced and they wanted $40,000. Yeah. You didn't realize what they cost, did you? I mean,
yes.
if you're inside the business, you know what quality costs. If you're outside the business and you're just trying to put a home together, you're going to find out what quality costs. And you may make a mistake and you may go to somebody who gives you a little price a little bit cheaper, and then what happens? Door don't close, cabinets don't line up. You can't open this. You can't open that. It's a horror show, and you're gonna play hell trying to get somebody on the telephone to bring them back to fix what they didn't fix right the first time. So to round all that back around, yes, I'm fascinated with it. I wanted to know, Tyson, where has he been? Where did he learn it all, and what his passion for it is?
So you may have misunderstood. I'm not a cabinet maker.
No, but you said you've been around cabinets.
I have been around cabinets.
Yeah, to get a sandwich.
I open a cabinet every day of my life.
I lean on the cabinet every day.
All right, never mind, Tyson. I don't know what the show. He's got nothing to contribute. What are we doing here? I thought I was digging into a gold mine here.
So what is your daily activities for the city? I mean, I see y'all over pumping the rodeo with the social media type stuff. I mean, what is actually your title there?
I told you off camera 3 things, 3 directives. You remember what I told you what they are?
No.
Anything, anywhere, anytime.
That's it, huh?
That's my title, my job description. That's what I'll do for the city.
So if somebody wants to rent the pavilion down there, or they want the event hall there that you got there, what's the name of it, y'all?
Mason Eubank Hall.
Mason Eubank Hall. You're the person they contact, right?
That's right. But still just a functionary. I'll do anything. I was helping Mr. John clean the restrooms at the food truck this morning. I scraped the vinyl lettering off of lawyer's title on their window this morning?
Did you scrape the window stickers off the door of 106 East Market Street?
No, I didn't yet. I didn't do that yet. I wasn't asked to do that. But Carrie Inman said, hey, I need a razor blade. I'll be right back. I scraped that off for her. I mean, there's nothing I wouldn't do for the people and or the city of Maybank.
Do you ever think with the, I experienced this, the growth in a small, I'm from Maybank, went there all 12 years.
That's right.
Mr. Alumni there. But I raised my family in the Forney area, and I seen Forney when we moved there. All we had was the Dairy Queen, and I seen it grow very quickly. And the concrete highway's coming. I mean, it's coming this way. Do you see in the future where, these hometown people are not no more in office and stuff like that?
Well,
at last.
It should, but here's the key to that. So I want to make sure that I'm very clear. Maybank is the most welcoming and loving. I mean, they took me in, and I'm as heathen as they come.
From Trinidad, right?
I was adopted in real life and adopted again by the city of Maybank, and I'm forever more grateful. But I'll always conduct myself as a guest.
Right.
I never assume to know what Maybank needs, what Maybank should be doing, what they, I'm not going to correct anybody. And that's what I mean by saying, remember you're a guest and don't start acting like you're at home.
Yeah.
That being said, I think that there is a core of Maybank folks that you can still run into that go 50, 60, 70 years back. Now, the growth, yes, it's coming. But the people that have committed their lives to raising their children in Maybank and growing the next generation of leaders, proprietors, business owners, and benefactors to the city of Maybank are here. That lineage is strong. Those people, I believe to answer your question shortly, I believe we're good. Let me set it up like this. You remember that, Taylor? I know Taylor does. Did y'all ever see that that NFL film on the merger of the AFL, the NFL?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's so good. So the first year they've got horn rim glasses, owner of moved the Dallas Texans to St. Louis.
Tex Tram.
No. Hunt.
Yes.
H.L. Hunt.
Yes.
H.L. Hunt. They got H.L. Hunt on this, and it's a grainy color video. This is in the late 60s, and this is when the AFL just started. And of course, the NFL's doing their thing, right? There's no merger yet. And then there's a reporter, and and the reporter's got to tell you how it is. He got a plaid, sports coat on. And H.L.'s sitting there with the horn rim glasses back, and he says, Mr. Hunt, he's got a microphone in his hand. Your son, Lamar, lost $1.8 million on the Kansas City Chiefs last year. What do you plan to do? H.L. sitting there with his arm crossed, and he goes, how much did he lose? $1.8 million. How do you respond? He said, well, at that rate, he can only keep this up for another 150, 175 years.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the money. I say the same thing about Maybank. The inroads and the heritage and the people like you and others that have grown up there, they've chosen to raise their kids there, move back there, do business there. Everybody comes home, and I believe that'll take care of it for at least another 150, 175 years.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I really do. You don't have to dig far in Maybank to find good history. You don't have to dig far in Maybank to find somebody who's not only made a monetary sacrifice in the Maybank vis-a-vis buying a home, starting a business, but just a simple and kind act of putting their kids in that school and raising their kids in a system and a culture that they're wanting to perpetuate, not change. And as long as those are here, and I believe we've got generations to come, Maybank will grow fast. It will explode because you can't stop change. I mean, one of the things I get tickled at is, well, I don't want them houses over there across the street from me. And I'm thinking to myself, I never say this out loud. I'm thinking, well, you got every right to buy that 150 acres and keep houses from moving over there. It's America. You people got the right to buy property and move in and do what they want to do. That being said,
I think it affects different people. I mean, you get the older community like my parents who are 70 years old. They're probably against the growth because as the growth comes, the price of the value goes up and they're on restricted income, you know what I mean? And as their property values go up, their taxes go up.
It's froze at 65, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it never goes up.
For young people, I never, like I said, I was in Forney. I saw prices start at one and end up at a whole nother level
Yeah.
there. And I was all about it,
Yeah,
because I knew I wasn't going to stay long.
That's right.
And I was going to make a mint when I left.
That's exactly right. And that's why I encourage everybody in Maybank, if you're looking to buy, you're looking to start, Maybank's where you start.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow you'll have equity. I don't care what you pay today. Tomorrow you'll have equity in your home, and you'll be creating a nest egg for yourself when you get ready to move, or you don't, or you borrow against it, or whatever you want to do. But generating the wealth generation in Maybank is unequaled. And like I say, with all those years of mayors of Trinidad, and all these years I've traveled in radio at 9 states, we had 53 stations. I've looked at a lot of places, and I'm telling you guys, there is nothing like Maybank. Nothing like Maybank. That's the reason I'm here. I didn't apply for a job at Maybank. I was recruited, and I'm going to do them a good job because I'm grateful.
So, not talking outside Maybank, but have you heard any word about Canton with the trades possibly closing down and selling off the First Monday deal? There's a rumor going around.
There was a rumor going around. You can disregard that rumor. It'll never happen. Miss Hatfield and Miss McCoy, Hatfield and McCoy's, will take care of that. I got a great story in Henry Lewis, though. You talk about that. Selling some advertising. It's been 15, 20 years ago. We're sitting out there at night. We've done a remote. I told him, I said, we'll do a remote broadcast in the open air markets way back in the back corner. And we'll give away a bunch of tickets, and we'll say, hey, come join us, but you got to find us. And we're over in this area. This is before smartphones. You couldn't drop a pin or anything like that. So what it did was we were trying to redirect the crowd into the open air markets, and those people in those markets paying in the cheap seats, for lack of a better term, we're getting more traffic because we were there pulling them through. And I'm squaring up one night, and I'm talking to the lady. I'm getting my checks late, it's dark. And Henry Lewis comes bouncing up in probably a 98 Chevy S10, missing a left rear hubcap, low left rear tire, windows down, sweat through his shirts, and trash bags just full in the back of the bed of that truck. It's a maroon truck. Full. And he's just bouncing. These bags are just bouncing. And I'm sitting there thinking, man, Mr. Lewis does it all. He just does it. He's been out picking up trash.
He's the guy that owns?
Yeah, Henry Lewis Chevrolet.
Okay.
Yeah. He passed away. God rest him. And I said, man, Mr. Lewis, I said, you're something else. I said, you've been out picking up trash. He said, trash? That's parking.
The cash from the parking.
33-gallon leaf bags full of parking.
Oh, my
5s, 10s, and 20s. There was probably 50 of them bouncing around the back of this truck. Just all loose. They wasn't tied down.
Golly.
Money.
Yes.
And the money will keep Canton coming. I'm telling you, they don't want to do it like that.
Is that the gentleman that had like half of his ear, one of his ears missing?
I don't know. He's a little guy. He talks just like this. His commercials were legendary. I'll meet you at 2 in the morning if I know you're coming. This is Henry Lewis.
The only reason I know that is I'm pretty sure that the guy who owned the trades day in Canton owned the same one in McKinney, which is where I'm from.
Really?
My very first job ever when I was like 11, I was literally walking down an aisle and some guy comes up to me like, hey, I own Trades Day. I need some young guys to come pick up trash at night. So I was like 11 or 12 years old. And he was paying.
He's really laundering money. He just didn't know it.
Here you go, kid.
Well, it was $75 a night for a 12-year-old. You know what I mean? 3 nights out of the month. I mean, I was literally getting my video game and movie budget. I was just going and taking out trash and Trades Day. So, yeah.
I don't know that, but that's interesting if that's the truth that he tried to start. Is that still going in McKinney?
Yeah, but it is different people that own it because the owner passed away. So that's why I'm like,
I bet
pretty
you.
sure
I
it's
bet
the
you.
same thing.
I bet you done moved to McKinney. I bet you started one in McKinney.
Because it's third Monday there. It's not first Monday. It's
He
third
was famous. He had Lewis Chevrolet, which is a Chevrolet dealership down there. He had the largest Corvette dealership in the state. I mean, he was the Corvette guy, and he had one from every year, 53, 63, 73, 83, 93. I mean, he had one on the 3. And the first bet was 53, so he had one. White, red interior.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's cool.
I mean, there's been just rumors going around that it was probably shutting down with developers and with the growth that's coming. Randall Knoll and them moving to Terrell, shutting down their stuff from not moving from Terrell to Canton area.
Yeah.
It's kind of rumors I've been hearing and everything. And I know the growth, if you look, as Forney and through Buc-ee's, they just named a new HEB to go across the street from Buc-ee's on 20.
By the way, that's the best Buc-ee's in America. That one right there in Terrell. Do you agree? I mean, have you been?
That's 3 minutes from my house.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Great car wash, Best drive-through car wash you've been to. Large. I love that Buc-ee's.
The fast food chains right through there are absolutely horrible, though. So,
Are they?
yes, they don't get nothing right, anything.
Really?
But that's a whole nother conversation. But
Yeah,
I mean, Chick-fil-A gets it right,
every time it's the Lord's chicken.
Yes, but the other ones struggle very mightily there.
It is the Lord's chicken.
It
That's
is
why-
the most overrated chicken on this planet. I don't care what anybody says; it's not worth getting.
Name one better.
I'm not a chicken guy, so I'm probably.
I don't even like Chick-fil-A.
I don't like. Here, the chicken is fine. I'll take it back. Their spicy deluxe chicken sandwich is phenomenal.
It's
I love it.
wonderful. I love it.
Whenever
My
I'm
favorite.
on my carnivore diet, I go in and get their grilled nuggets. They're fine. That's whenever like if I gotta eat fast food chicken, and I'm on my diet, I'll eat the carnivore nuggets. It's fine.
It's kind of like a.
I don't care what anybody says. If you say my pleasure to me more than once a week, it bugs the living crap out of me. They're forced to say it, and I just can't
So,
stand it. It's just too much.
I will say this for the end of this. My pleasure. It's been my pleasure.
Yeah, I can't. It's just so forced down your throat there, and I know that they're made to say it. If you were just to say it to me in passing conversation,
Say
it's
what?
My pleasure.
My pleasure.
You say, "Oh, I need number 2, blah blah." Oh, thank you. They say, "My pleasure, my pleasure." Everybody there says it.
Yeah.
So I spent
most of my life raising my kids, and for 3 daughters. And Chick-fil-A is kind of a white girl thing. I'm just saying.
It is.
I don't know if that's right to say, but it really is. And I try to avoid that place as grow up my daughters up. I mean, they'd eat Chick-fil-A every single day.
Be an adult, eat Cane's.
Yeah.
So be an adult, eat Cane's.
I was about to say, my Marine out in San Diego says Cane's hands down every time. Cane sauce, Cane's.
Yes.
But I'll also, Matty, dismiss your assessment because you're not quite
I know,
in my category.
it's a
I mean,
very
if I want to talk about
popular-
somebody who's good, I'm not going to go to you. I'm going to go to me.
Yeah, my pleasure.
I get
And
it.
it's been my pleasure to let you know.
So
Taylor and I will alone hold our own counsel on what's good to eat until you guys catch up.
yeah. So is Chick-fil-A coming to Maybank?
I mean, anything's possible.
Anything's possible. Any talks or rumors or discussions behind closed doors? I mean, y'all got the
Anything.
real estate for it.
Anything's possible.
I mean, 175 is wide open.
It's wide open.
Yes.
And good people in charge of putting good things there. And
I mean, they usually pop up next to Starbucks.
it's a match made in heaven.
Yes.
Listen, anything's possible. There's all kinds of talks. I'm not privy to 1% of them. I mean, I'm really not.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you, who wouldn't want to be in Maybank, America, with this growth, this opportunity, in a place like that?
So we were looking at some property. I'm going to say who it was or where it was at, but it's close to Maybank on the 175 corridor there. And we're meeting with Encore at the time about bringing power and stuff in. A conversation got brought up that TxDOT, the loop, from my understanding, the George Bush loop is going to tie into 175 somewhere. I mean, have you heard that?
I have not heard that.
It's already on paper. When I said the loop, I'm assuming they're talking about the George Bush. Somewhere between, they don't really know yet, but between, from what I understand, Kaufman and Eustis somewhere that it's supposed to tie in somehow like that from TxDOT. And that's what these Encore guys were talking about there. And so that would be very interesting if that happened. And you talk about growth. I mean, that would really, I think, spring jump everything really quick. But I'm sure it'll take a decade to get it there because where does it end? It ends at Rockwall right now, right? I mean,
Essentially,
on 30
yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
So it'd have to pick up there.
Come.
If I had to guess, if you follow that route, it'd have to jump over probably the closest road there would be 205 that turns into 148 maybe. I'm sure they'll take one of those natural paths that's already there.
An existing right away.
Right. So that would actually push that out towards the Kaufman area. But
it's already,
I don't want that.
we talk about the growth of Maybank, and I was asking when the little loop went around Maybank. I was trying to remember what year that was. Was it 95, 7?
they're still talking about it now. It's supposed to be some lip around the lake or
No. The little spur that went around with that abandoned business 175 and went around.
Oh, right.
What year was that? Mid 90s,
It had to been, yeah.
early 90s. Because I remember in 91 for sure. I was driving right through Maybank.
It was probably the early '90s because I think the highway was already there when I was in high school, and that was the mid '90s. I mean, he graduated from Maybank too. I mean, but that was like 1946 or something.
Talk to Grandpa Jones like that. Grandpa,
I'll
don't let
say
him.
it was probably 90,
It had to be early '90s.
95 to 97, right in there, probably.
Mid
And I
yeah.
may be wrong, but
Yeah.
Dairy Queen, that was the spot. Everybody stopped Dairy Queen before you went to Dallas. Boom.
Absolutely.
Dairy Queen got us something, went to Dallas.
The
Wasn't
orange
nothing Crandall.
there wasn't nowhere else to
No,
stop.
Crandall didn't have nothing. Crandall had that Dairy Queen, but you don't want that Dairy Queen. I mean,
Which one?
Still don't want that.
The one in Crandall.
that Dairy Queen.
Oh no.
yeah. It was on the wrong side of the road, everything. You know, we're going to Dallas. You went through Maybank, right there on the right, dip in, dip out, hit to Dallas.
Yes, sir. So I have a question for you. What advice would you give a aspiring entrepreneur that's possibly wanting to start their business in Maybank?
Remember the basics. You have to be able to operate 5 years. You have to be able to sustain 5 years without drawing any revenue. People forget that. They teach that at Harvard Business, every business class in the world. Operate 5 years without drawing a check off of it, and you can make it. You cannot start a business, it take off, and you start living your personal account out of your business account. It'll get you every time. Number two, you have to find that supply and demand need. You have to find out what's needed, and you have to provide what's needed. Just like you guys, I said there's 1,500 homes in construction. Every one of them homes has cabinets. You're in the
Yes.
right place at the right time, doing the right thing. The needs
Or
there.
flooring or countertops.
Yeah, countertops, cabinets, everything,
Hardwood,
showers,
yeah.
everything. Yeah. But anywhere you have new home construction, you have Mosiers.
Yeah.
And then third is, you know, and this is the one that's so become such colloquialism and has become so overused, and it's been used so much that it loses its importance. It's kind of like a lot of things, but man, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you make a bunch of money. What matters is if you're happy. You love what you do. You're helping somebody. You're really enjoying going to work every day. If you skip to work every day, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're making, as long as you can take care of your family. The money always comes, but there's so many people, especially, you know, coming out of college that took some degree because they thought, you know, I'm going to be a lawyer because that makes money, or I'm going to be a this because that makes money. I mean, you could do that, okay, but you may end up pretty disappointed with your life at 40. But if you find something you really love and you have a passion for it, and that's what I was going to say about what makes me so fascinated with this market category specifically is because you don't find I haven't found anybody in this market category that's doing it because the money's there. No one. No one's just.
And I'll speak on this a little bit because, you know, I think someone who's wanting to be an entrepreneur, I think the biggest thing is you got to, like you point on, you got to have the love and the passion for it. And I'll speak about myself that here in a minute. Another thing is it ain't going to happen in an 8-hour day. I spent the most of my late teens when I started this thing, my early to mid 20s, really all the way up to my 30s is, you know, I was out of the house by 6:30. I wasn't getting home till 6:30, 7 o'clock. I take the time for my family, the kids, you know, and whatever function we had to get them in bed and that sort of deal. They come 9, 10 o'clock, I'm back on the computer again until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning and running on 3-4 hours sleep for the first 10, 15 years I was in business because it was just me doing that. So you got to have the love to be able to do that. And, you know, going broke is a great motivator to get up, you know, and doing it. But what inspired me from it was from a childhood. You know, I did this stuff on this lake with my stepfather, working on boat docks, additions, and I did it from the time I was in junior high until I was in high school. My goal was for me to go with my stepdad and make it bigger than what he is. You know, he was just a redneck in a pickup truck. You know, I want to go big time, you know, and by the time I graduated, my stepfather's health at the time just kind of went downhill. I mean, rest in peace now, but become an alcoholic and that sort of deal. Then by the time I graduated, I wanted nothing to do with them. You know, I wanted to do my own thing. And I left here and went to Dallas and started my career in the Dallas deal and everything. But it takes someone, I mean, you really got to love what you do. And when you love what you get to do, it's not work anymore.
14-hour days don't matter when you love it.
Yeah, absolutely. What about you, Matt? I mean, Tyson, y'all got any advice to any young entrepreneurs out there that want to maybe start a business up or anything like that?
I think if you're going to start a business now, I mean, I think most people would already kind of be this way anyways, but you got to think about what's going to appeal to whatever kind of customer basis that you're going to do. I mean, everything is social media driven. You've got to really dive off into that. When I started my little small business a few years ago, I did not do a whole lot of social media beforehand, but I really learned fast that was the go-to thing as far as spreading.
And it's really, I mean, social media is really key to it too.
Yeah.
It's a really cheap way to market.
Yeah.
You know, but you can't be that guy that comments negatively on things all the time, because that will hurt you.
You need to separate your personal account from whatever business that you're trying to run.
And we've seen it numerous times, especially in a small town like I say town. We're an area of towns, say it's a community down here with different business owners. Sometimes probably like, yeah, you might not want to say that. You might not want to type that. And I've seen some of them, you know, I guess learn their lesson and stop doing it. You know, some still do it. You know, but that's not the advice that I would take. You know, they're not Jerry Jones. Any publicity is good publicity. Yeah. Right?
That's right. When you're running a $4.9 billion a year company, I guess you could roll those dice, but.
Taylor stepped on the power strip over there and unplugged everything. But no, we did, you know, talking about, you know, social media and stuff. We did have a employee that worked for us that he lost a job, you know, because of a political type propaganda that he was wearing. And that's been one thing that I tell my sales guys when you get here, like, I want the Democrat to buy from me. I want the Republican to buy from me. I want everybody to buy from me.
Libertarian.
Yeah, all of them, you know. So don't put that stuff out there, you know, because there's a place for that, and that's not in the business standpoint and everything.
To put an even further pin on it, you know, people are always asking me, you get in conversations, what do you feel about this? Listen, I just don't talk about it. My life is so micro. Like, when you're busy working, running a business, raising a family, trying to put gas in your truck, then spike 40 cents because, you know, firecracker went off overseas.
Yeah.
You don't have time to worry about it. I don't have a political opinion. How's it going to affect me? I got to put groceries in the deal today. I mean, and plus I spent 25 years from the time I was 24 as a non-paid politician, as the mayor of Trinidad. I don't get into it. It just has nothing to do with me.
Yeah. So I know from talking to you in the past, Chris, that you're a big sports guy.
I love it.
You love sports. You really love softball.
Oh man, best sport ever.
Best sport ever, and it ranks up there with me too. But your dad, right?
Yeah.
I mean, tell the little story about your dad and
how me and my brother never even came close to measuring up to Dad. It's easy to do. Trinidad, that was the pitcher, quarterback, point guard, you know, and they won it all.
Yeah.
His year, you know, you couldn't go to regional back then, but then he played for the Air Force. They wanted him to pitch for them, and then the professional fast pitch men's softball league, you know, fell apart in the early 60s and late 50s, and there you go. Dad, I was raised in a self-employed home. Mom always worked, but she worked at the pharmacy, the flower shop. Dad had a trucking company, you know, owned a truck. He drove it, started at 4 o'clock in the morning, got home 6, 7, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All those hours you were talking about. And and I'll just say this and admit it, I might as well admit it. I had the little tire shop, a car lot, and thought about that whole thing and wanted to do that. But you know what? I've found more happiness in making other people rich. That's what the Lord put me here for, is to help others make a bunch of money. I need to be just enough, take care of my family, and everybody be happy and comfortable. And God bless him. He's always provided that for me. The Lord's always provided that for me. So, to your point and your original question, starting a business, yeah, it sounds cool, sounds sexy. I'll be my own boss. My mom always said, if you be your own boss, make sure you ain't working for a fool. It ain't for everybody.
No, it's not.
College is not for everybody.
No, it's not.
You got to make sure.
Which I really think that some of the inner cities I know have created these. I know, I'm going to speak of Forney because I know about Forney. The OCC is kind of a career type occupational career. I forget what it stands for, but it's for people that want to be a mechanic. I know Martin's Automotive out of Forney.
CET course.
Yeah, and Forney built this, and from my understanding, when it was built, it was the only one in the nation like that for a public school. And I think there should be more of that. There should be more shop classes, more ag classes. I would love to see, a wood shop class, as a different elective other than a shop class where you're working on cars or something like that. Because I know people right now, a good tile guy. When I say tile, there's a big difference between someone laying tile on the floor and laying tile in the shower. A good tile guy can go work for himself right now, making over $100,000 a year very easily. And that's far more than what you can go get a 4-year degree being a teacher or being a police officer or a fireman can make is picking up a trade and learning how to do it. And, it's kind of a lost thing.
It is. And what that's done is drove the price of that market category up because you have less people in it. To your point, I will say that the best in market categories that I've ever seen, the people who are doing it right, they're doing exactly what you said. Everybody remember Ochoa's in Malakoff? Mexican restaurant?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Ochoa's. It was a legendary.
Yes.
Yeah, Joe Ochoa was there from 7 o'clock in the morning until 11 o'clock at night, every night, 7 days a week. He never slept. His family.
It's kind of like y'all's hibachi guy at the truck yard.
He's always there working.
That's a hit favorite from half my family.
Yeah.
They want to go to the hibachi shop because the guy's always there.
Yeah, and it's okay if it's also it's not only okay to do a trade, but it's also okay to find something that you love. For me, it's helping others, but for you, it may be I don't know, maybe banking or whatever. But when you do choose, just realize whether it's self-employment or you go into a trade or you go to work for somebody else. Just remember that I think everybody here at this table can attest that I'm 52 and 25 was, I don't know, maybe last week to me. You will wake up one day if you have not made the right choice and you'll go, dang, why'd I waste all this time? And I don't want that for anybody. I want everybody to be in the right place, right time, do the thing they love.
Because time does go by fast, especially when you start having kids. And
that's right.
You blink one day and they're graduating
that's
and
right.
everything. I'm going to get into a little bit of sports with you a little bit. What is your all-time favorite sports moment? Yeah, so we can take it two different ways. So we professionally and personally. Me professionally would probably be, I love football, but when the Cowboys were on the run, I was in high school, and I don't remember much of it because we was at the Super Bowl parties and partaking in what parties are. And so I don't really remember so much about it. But I would have to say the 2011 Mavericks winning with Dirk is probably my greatest sports memory, on a professional level,
Well, the guy that this is one thing at first realized about Taylor. This is what I'll tell you about Taylor Honey. Yeah.
Taylor, the guy behind the dials back here.
Taylor has a sports knowledge. This is one of the first things I recognized in him that just blew me away. Taylor has the sports knowledge of a 75-year-old man. I mean, he can tell you what was going on in the 60s and the 70s. And the boy's, you ain't even 40 yet.
34.
He's 34. I'm telling you, the boy, like we get into arguments, and me and him and Paul about something, about something that happened. And Taylor's like, no.
Yeah.
This and this. And he was traded here, and then he played 2
How old are you, Taylor?
34.
You get the
Jordan or
microphone?
LeBron?
Oh, Jordan. All right.
Okay, you're good.
Hey, put the microphone up there. People can hear you.
Oh, yeah, I guess I should. I gotta turn the thing on. Y'all excuse my fat self.
No. Taylor will blow you away with his stats, his information, things that he knows about stuff. I mean, Taylor, who was the starting center for the 1976 Super Bowl champion Cowboys? He'll tell you. I mean, he knows that stuff. And
Give me a little extra credit.
and also, and I saw this. We're gonna split. Can we blend my answer with video games too?
Yes.
I know where this is.
So the PlayStation 4 just came out. We had Madden at the radio station. I hung a TV up on the wall, and we're going to play, right? And our buddy Joel was like, I'll spank you. And I'm like, okay. And I forget the team. Was he, I think he was the Ravens. Maybe I was the Cowboys.
I think he was the Chiefs, and you were the Cowboys,
Oh, he was
or
the
something
Chiefs
like
of the
that.
Cowboys. And this is 5 or 6 years ago. I don't know how long ago.
Oh, dude, it's been even. Yeah, probably
5 or 6 years.
6,
Anyway,
7, yeah.
Joel had me down. Was it 51-0?
I think it was 42-0 at halftime.
42-0 at the halftime on Madden. Right.
You're getting spanked.
I'm getting spanked, and we didn't talk mad nonsense, right? I done talked about his mom and everything, right? and Taylor comes in, and he's sitting there, he's watching the whole thing go down. He goes, "You want me to get you out of this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Joel, Taylor, get him." Taylor comes back. Joel didn't score another touchdown. And he spanks Joel. I'm still riding on that victory. That may be my greatest sports moment right there.
Yeah.
This was on Madden. I'll tell you what. My favorite sport's boxing. I guess you could say of all. I did compete Golden Gloves with that for a little while after high school, 2 or 3 or 4 years. Best moment was that 9-second knockout Tyson had, and we talked David Hodges' mama into buying the pay-per-view at $150, my buddy. And it was over at 9 seconds, it was 85, 86, somewhere around there. He was 13, 14 years old. And his mom was, "Don't ever ask me to buy any more. It's over. What do you mean it's over? Dude, it was awesome. I just went to the bathroom. I missed it." Yeah, it was watching Tyson knock people out was a good time every time he did it.
That is true.
But I did grow up. I'm 52, so I grew up in the 80s. Like I saw all the Jordan. I saw all the Magic.
Showtime. Lakers.
And I saw Tyson dominate. I saw Michael Jordan dominate. I saw all these great moments, except for the Cowboys, which was pretty hard to watch.
Yeah.
And then the 80s end with the sale, and you're like, oh my god. But personally, I'll say that. So Mike Tyson's 9-second knockout was probably the coolest thing ever.
He did that to Spinks too, didn't he?
Yeah, Michael and Leon. Yeah.
Yeah.
But personally, I'll say is playing football against Eustis. When Eustis came into Crossroads District, they got a big old boy in Eustis named Bobby Carl. Y'all know Bobby Carl? He's on school board and everything over there. Big old boy. He filled up that doorway. I mean, he's a monster. Right? And we were Crossroads. We were all 155, 60-pound little white kids, 5'9". Bobby Carl didn't sign. He's going to play, D2 college. He's just a monster. He knocked me down 3 times in one play. 3 times in one down. Monster. I was, anyway, and I stomped over the sideline. And Coach, that son of a gun, why I can't get, he's like, "Quinn, you dummy. You're twice as, line up outside him, quit trying to go head to head." I got a sack on the next play. Yeah. And then Bobby Carl was mad. But isn't that what we do in life sometimes is something so simple. The solution is just right there, and it takes a good coach. So to add to, I'm going to fold this back around to your advice section. If you're going to get into business for yourself, you need a mentor. You need somebody to guide you, somebody that's been there, somebody that you can call, somebody that on those lonely nights when you're all by yourself and you don't know what you're going to do to put groceries on the deal, and the client hadn't paid and you're still waiting on the money and you're floating the check and the truck payment's due and everything's due and you don't know what to do, you need somebody to pick up the phone and say, "Hey, it's going to be all right. Here's what it's at." Same thing happened to me.
Yeah.
That's what you need. You need a good mentor.
Tyson, who do you think the greatest sports athlete is?
Oh, I got to answer this.
The greatest sports athlete.
Yeah. Any sport?
I got to go with Jordan.
Jordan. He makes the most money. He actually is tearing up NASCAR right now. Did he win?
Yeah,
Did he win this
crazy.
last weekend too?
I don't know, but I saw that his guy went like 3 for 3 to start the year, man. I'm not going to lie to you. A guy with the big sports brain, that's one that is slipped behind me. I've never been a big fan of going fast and left. It's not my
Yes.
It's not my thing.
But did they even race this week? Do you know? I don't know if they did or not.
I don't know.
I mean, I know they won Daytona in the first 3. They right out of the bat.
Blaney won, I think.
This weekend.
Yeah, I think so.
Is he part of that racing team?
No.
I'm not a NASCAR.
No, I don't think he's part of it.
NASCAR fan. One of my greatest moments in sports on a personal level was when I got hurt in 2010. My oldest daughter, I was coaching them in soccer. I was still in a wheelchair at the time. And we were playing. We played an age group up because we were really good. And I wanted the girls to have decent competition, so we played an age group up. And we're playing there in Forney, and they just built that park there off of 548 over there by the Taco Casa, the Forney Community Park. That thing just got built, and we're back here on the backfield where they, I think they practiced football back then. They might have made a soccer field out now, but we had our game out there on there. And, you know, by this time, I think she was. We're playing U12, U13, and these kids all remember me from not being in a wheelchair, right? And so this is about I guess a year or two me into the probably about a year in the wheelchair, and I've done every speech that you can ever think of is to try to get these kids motivated, you know, going into a game. I've been coaching these girls at that time since they were 5 years old. If it wasn't just in Forney, it was at Rockwall in the indoor league. We played all year round. And I told the girls that, I said, hey, during this game, I'm going to stand up for y'all. And so I got me a walker. I went and bought me a walker, and I was able to, like, pull myself up. This totally upper body strength and stuff. And so I was going to try to use that to motivate the girls. Like, if coach is standing up, then we can play hard too. You know, we went into it, and the girls won that game. It was a big upset. The team we played was really good, but somehow the girls, you know, found that fire to win the game. And the season was over. We passing out the trophies at the goal, you know, at the end of the night right there. Then I knew right after that we were starting our indoor season. And indoor season at Rockwall is at the Rise. I think they still have it there. But they had a place where my wheelchair would fit into the dugout. And indoor soccer is a lot like hockey, you know. And so when I went there, I'm like, well, crap, I stood up in the last game. I got to stand up this game too, you know. And so a couple of years go past, and I'm able to reflect and look back on that time. As I'm sitting there telling y'all right now, I thought that me standing up was a motivation for those kids to play better. But in all actuality, me standing up, the girls were my motivation for me to be able to get to the point where I am now on the crutches. And I didn't recognize that at the time, but it took us several years to look back on it and realize they're the ones that motivated me. You know, as you go through things, you know, sometimes there's always a bigger picture than what's actually there. You know, it was just a soccer game, you know, but they was able to get a guy that was in a wheelchair to believe in himself, to believe in them, to get up and to be able to stand again. And from that point forward is when really my progression and my rehab really started to kick off and everything.
Reciprocal heart. So you're saying these girls had a good coach / mentor?
Yes.
Pretty important thing in life.
Yeah. Yes.
I got a question for you. Have you sent your script, your sappy script that you just talked about, to Hallmark yet?
No.
Oh my God.
Hey, man, it's good stuff. It's
That's good. It'd
Hey, wait a minute.
make a great movie, honestly.
I wanted to correct the greatest athlete that ever lived.
Greatest athletes.
His name is Eddie Feiner. Anybody ever heard of him?
No, go ahead. Tell us about him.
He was this fast pitch softball.
Oh, yes. I remember seeing some videos on it.
I think I shared him with you.
Yes.
11,125 games, 9,743 wins, 141,517 strikeouts, 8,698 strikeouts while blindfolded, 930 no-hitters, and 238 perfect games.
So he's better than Nolan Ryan.
He's better than anybody in any sport that has ever existed in any category ever.
Yes.
Bro.
9,000 wins?
Softball?
Huh?
Fast pitch? Wow.
And he came to Kemp, Texas in 1955. That's where my daddy saw him, and that's how he got inspired.
Yes.
Huh.
He pitched from second base. He played with 4 people. He was the Harlem Globetrotters of softball. He had a pitcher, a catcher, a second baseman, and a shortstop. And he struck out Barry Bonds.
He is before his time. He really should be on that Savannah by hand. What is it called?
Savannah
Savannah Bananas.
Yes.
Yeah, he was a genius. His fastball was.
Could you imagine if they had that then for that guy?
Oh my gosh, 141 mile an hour fastball. We'll say it one more time. 141 mile an hour rise.
That's insane.
And how many feet was that?
Yeah, how much did it break? Who knows? Probably.
I'm talking about from.
Oh yeah, from second base.
Or he's doing this from second base.
He's pitching from second base.
Just to give you a little bit of time to see it.
Yeah, some time to see it. I'm going way back here, and he did it by himself.
I think that was a catcher's request. Like, no, you ain't throwing that mess up in that mound. You better go back on up.
He threw it under his between his legs, threw it behind his back. I mean, his pickoff move was, and it was fast. I mean, you didn't see it coming. So, Eddie Feiner, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest athlete that ever existed on this planet.
So there was a time back in my early days, and this was every bit of 3 decades ago. Right around the corner over here is some softball fields. And I was 18 years old, and I was playing with the Gun Barrel Police Department. Me and another guy was the only young cats on the team. And this guy, the friend of mine that played, his stepdad was on the team. And old Dennis, old Big D. Everything he threw was underhand. If he's at third base, he go like that to you, and I hated it because you cannot pick the ball up. I couldn't. I was scared to death when he threw the ball to me. And I played travel ball, high school ball, and everything. But when he threw that big old ball underhand at like 90 miles an hour, it scared me to death, man.
Oh, it's bad coming underhanded.
No.
It's bad coming underhanded.
I wouldn't play first. They put me on the outfield because I don't want Dennis throwing to me. I'm gonna look real stupid.
Oh, it's something else.
Do you think you'll got some silly questions here, unless you got something else about sports here?
Well, here, real quick, I wanted to give you one more.
Give me a stat.
Somebody y'all probably never heard of. Don Bradman is considered the greatest cricket player of all time. So, yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but look.
It counts.
But look, so his test average per game was 99.94. So think of that as like your OBS, like in baseball, right? So 1,000's perfect. He's at 99.94. The next closest to him was 62.6. So, and that's like, so that's another one that's just like the great. I mean, he scored 7,000 runs in 52 matches. Like he's
was he alive?
It was from 1928 to 48, so it was a long time ago.
Did you know this guy, or did you just watch a documentary this weekend on this guy?
I'm just telling you, he knows stuff. I'm telling you, he knows stuff.
I had to look him up to remember his name, but I knew there was some cricket guy.
You see what I'm saying about him?
Yes.
So sorry, I had to interrupt
That's
on
Taylor
that one.
for you, man. He is something else. I'm telling you. Try this stuff. Try him. I'm like Charlie Murphy and remember the True Hollywood Stories from the Chappelle Show?
Yes.
About when he's talking about Prince playing basketball? Yeah. Challenge him and see what happened to you. And make sure your people's around to see it.
Challenge him.
Okay.
Hold on,
is it just sports? Like sports?
Let me represent you, Tyler. He knows a lot of things. I'd say his kitchen is. Where's your kitchen?
Oh, it's definitely football. I mean, football, basketball, baseball, the big three are definitely my biggest source.
Because I was going to say something
before the Mavericks drafted Jason Kidd in the first round, who was their previous first-round draft pick?
Ronaldo Blackman.
That's so quick.
I have no idea if that's right or not, but he had an
He was
answer.
the first pick by them ever. Whenever they got expanded out into be Dallas, he was the first pick of the Mavericks was Rolando Blackman.
After Jason Kidd, who was the second?
Eddie Traylor, or what was the guy's name? Robert Traylor, whatever. He was another high draft pick by the Mavericks, but he had a drug addiction and stuff, and
Yes.
fell out. But yeah, it was him, and then then you got Luka and Cooper Flag. So that's it.
Challenge him.
So
Who do you think is the worst first overall draft pick in NFL history?
I mean, it's either Ryan
Ron
Leaf
Leaf?
or Jamarcus Russell. It's one of the two.
Marcus Russell, to me, has to be like the worst.
Well,
draft
and you
pick.
also got to think about Sam Bradford too.
Bossy Smith.
I mean, he was good, but he was the last one to get all that guaranteed money, and then they went, "Oh man, we can't give all these guarantees to all this rookies." So he kind of destroyed the first round pick. So if you want to put it in that record, then you can put it as Sam Bradford too.
how has the world of football evolved in recent years?
It's gotten more soft
65?
and easy and sissified.
The
Yeah.
kickoff.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I get it.
and basketball too. You know, as you watch the NBA, and I love watching the NBA. You know, from time Dirk really got me involved. You know, when they lost in 06 and they won in to in 11, and as he retired, Luka came in, and now we got that Cooper Flag and stuff. Then you go in, you get into March Madness. The style of play in college is night and day how it is in the NBA.
That's right.
I wish the NBA referees would referee a game like they do in college. Bring me back the Showtime Lakers and the bad boys of Detroit, the defense Lambeer, and them where a hand check's not a foul.
Who's the greatest college basketball player ever lived?
Ooh. I don't know who.
Lou Alcindor. Easy.
Okay.
It's either him or Walton.
Oh, yeah.
But you know why it's Kareem? Because when UCLA won that championship in like 73, the national championship, Kareem was a freshman. And you can't, UCLA, they just don't let you play as a freshman. You just can't play, right? I'm crediting our buddy Paul.
I was just about to say,
yeah.
this is a Paul Curtis story
Yeah,
right
sure.
here.
Here he told me, and I looked it up and verified it. Kareem was on the freshman team. UCLA wins the national championship. They come home run an exhibition game, and Kareem takes the freshman and beats the UCLA the team.
Oh, wow.
And they stopped dunks. They outlawed dunks for a time. So when you're so good that they have to change the rules,
Yes, they did. I
to
remember
stop
that.
you.
Yes.
There's it's a no question. But I'll say this too. You talk about depressing. That 88-1 documentary on Bill Walden is the most you'll cry. You will. You just want to put, and he's dead now. You'll put your arm around him and go, bro, let it go. It's okay. That 88 win streak, and I mean the camera comes on. He's all slumped shoulders, and then he just looks up, and he's been carrying that weight for 40 years. He won't let it
What's
go.
the biggest choke?
Oh,
professional
that's
sports?
easy. That's Romo's not getting the laces out, Dan. Laces out, Dan. Yes.
You think so?
28-3. 28-3.
That is a huge choke. 28-3. all
Falcons
day.
had the Patriots up 28-3 at halftime.
Halftime.
And lost the game in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
That's bad.
I didn't care as much about that one as laces out on Romo.
mean-
Yeah, it's true.
Even the
Two down-
the Heat losing?
Yeah, that was a big one. Not one, not two, not three, but 4 losses to the Dallas Mavericks in 2011 NBA championship.
That was a pretty big choke.
Buffalo did the same thing to the Cowboys in the 90s, in the early 90s.
What about the Rangers? Nelly
That's
Cruz.
what I was about to say. Nelly Cruz, 2011.
Short
World
arm.
Series.
Still an ugly word in Dallas.
Oh, we're going to talk about Bill Buckner then.
Yeah.
Yes, between the legs.
Yeah.
Well, okay, then going back to your guy, who's the chump that knocked out Tyson?
Oh, my gosh, Buster Douglas.
Buster, there you go. There's you another big one.
He was sick that day.
Dude, that
Money.
yes,
Money.
that was a flop.
Money. Custom Motto had passed away, and Don King was in full control.
If there was a clone of Chris Quinn, do you think you and that clone would get along?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You said, I love me some meat.
No, I get along. A lot of people don't get along with themselves. I get along great with myself. Every time we're doing something I want to do, I always have a good time.
You think you get along with yourself?
Hell no.
He said, oh, no.
Hell no. No.
And you expect your wife to.
I know she don't. She don't
Yeah.
get along with me. She ain't gonna get along
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the second me either.
In your opinion, which color has the worst personality?
Color.
Yeah.
Color, like in the rainbow spectrum, like
Yeah.
green, orange.
Yeah.
Worst person.
Hey, he tried to take the. He totally tried to take it the wrong way. He's like,
What are you talking
cut.
The worst person.
The worst. What color has the worst personality? Man, I think orange, man.
No.
Yes.
It's maroon all day.
I think Sienna's smug. You know what I mean?
Sienna?
Yeah, smug.
What color is that?
It's that weird brown.
Burnt sienna.
It's a smug color.
It's like, how do you know this color?
You asked me a question, I can answer. It's a smug color.
I thought Sienna was blue.
I thought Sienna was brown. Sienna. Sienna.
Yeah, okay.
It's a very smug color. Yeah.
I have no idea. I need to. He must have that 64 count.
I did. At 128.
The little box.
I had the little box.
You had the one with the sharpener on the back.
Yo,
Yeah.
white privileged kid. You.
Yeah, that's exactly what I have.
Oh man.
I feed them to my Marine now.
Yeah. You gonna hit him with some questions there, Matty?
Yeah, I got one on here that we just got a new sheet of these, and I'm a fan of this question. I want to ask it first. Would you rather go on an adventure with Indiana Jones or Han Solo?
Han Solo.
Oh my God, no.
No.
Hands down.
No way.
No way.
No way.
I'm going to Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Why,
man.
so why Han Solo?
You young kids. I tell you, you weren't there in 77.
Are you a
good?
Goonie?
I'm a Goonie. I like the Goonies.
You're not a Goonie.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
No.
I like the Goonies.
I'm revoking your
Well,
Goonie
why
card.
Han Solo over Indiana Jones?
He's
If it
Han
involves
Solo.
He-Man or Star Wars, Chris Quinn is there.
Transformers,
Oh,
G.I.
okay.
Joes, all that stuff.
Okay, I mean, if you're just a bigger Star Wars
I'm
fan,
just a
that
huge
makes
Star Wars
sense.
fan. Not that I don't like the Indiana Jones. I was watching Holy Grail last night, falling asleep. Or Search for the, what is it called?
Ark of the Covenant? Or
Search for the Holy Grail.
Holy Grail
Yeah.
is the third one.
So this might answer the question. So would you rather explore the depths of the ocean in a submarine or journey to outer space on a rocket?
Outer space, easy.
Absolutely.
Well, duh. I mean, just picked Han Solo.
I know. That's
Let me
why I
ask,
did
let me
that.
ask you a question. I used to use this one in my interview techniques. I had a lot of employees at one point in time. Here's a couple for you. Ready for this one?
Yeah, let's shoot.
We're relatively. I mean, I feel like I know you pretty well. What will I find out about you after knowing you for a couple of years that I won't like? That's not evident initially when we meet.
Dude, that's so deep.
Tell me something that I'm just not going to like about you, and I want to
doing
find
it.
out.
Try doing a job interview with this guy. These are all the kind of questions they are.
I don't
Yeah.
like to lose.
Okay.
Win at any cost.
Okay. What about you?
And it might hurt your feelings.
Okay. That's fair enough
I
question.
mean,
Something you wouldn't like about me.
super competitive guy.
I'll tell you what my wife
He has a
does.
bad taste in bourbon, though. I'm just kidding.
I
I'm just
see what
kidding.
my boss
I don't have a bad taste in bourbon. I got an expensive taste in
Yeah,
bourbon.
he has a bourbon collection.
Right on.
I'll tell you something my wife doesn't like about me, and I think most people wouldn't. I will fall in love with a hobby and love it for like a year or two, and the second I find another hobby, I'm on to that one, and I just go balls out for it. So
You
if
sell
it's-
out for it.
Yeah, I mean.
So do you ask these questions to y'all's wives? Like, what did you don't like about me? I'm like,
Oh, I don't
you better
care what
keep
she
that to
thinks.
yourself.
Well,
You ain't telling me nothing.
in the end, it's something you always, determine, and you're painting the outside of the plate with that answer. And that's cool. But I'm like if I was going to say about me, like if I was going to disorganization, you'd probably get frustrated with me because Chris, I thought you were supposed to have this list together. I thought blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm behind on that. I think I think what the question does is it causes us to. It's a check.
To self-reflect.
Yeah, when you look at yourself and realize, because like the first question you asked, would you get along with yourself? Yeah, sure. But would that make me mad? Of course. I'd be like, Chris, why didn't you keep up with the?
I thought you did.
Yeah. It would be murder. But I think when we answer that question within ourselves, it gives us a little grace to deal with others. We go, yeah, you know what? And I would always just to, put a point on what Taylor said. I would always answer that question in many different ways to the potential person I was interviewing, just to let them know that, hey, I'm not asking you to out yourself. I'll out myself too. Let's get it all out here to
Now I got to find a better answer. It made me feel bad.
Hey, no, you paid that side of the plate. It's all right. You got it over the plate.
I got tied the sports thing back into it. Would you rather be the best athlete in the world, but with a short career, or have a long, successful career, but never be the best?
Short best.
Me too.
Tyson.
Me too. Yeah. I mean, I'm competitive, man. I want to be the best there ever was.
Yeah. Win and then fade away.
Yeah, because even if you played and you're never the best, that would haunt my conscience and just eat me up, knowing that I could have been the best or I was the best. You know what I mean? I think that would just totally just get at me. I don't think I'd ever settle for mediocrity. You know, just like in my trade, you know, you can call me a contractor, you can call me a retail store. I always think of myself as a contractor first because that's what I am. We just fell into this retail store. You know, I want to be the best contractor in this area. I mean, that's been a goal of mine since I was 17, 18 years old, as I talked about earlier today. You know, I try to find the best guys, the best team to help me get there, and not being the best athlete and just being there in the game.
So here's our contrast.
I want my name in the paper, baby. You know what I'm saying?
You'd rather be Tebow than Marino.
What did Tebow do that Marino didn't do?
Win a Super Bowl.
Oh, he did, didn't he? I keep forgetting about that.
Marino, best passer, huge. Look at all the records he broke. How awesome he was. Never won the big game. Tebow in the season. How long did Tebow last, Taylor?
He won a national championship too. Mm-hmm. Give me Tebow, man.
Yeah, but Tebow won as like a guy on the bench.
Even better.
Got paid to do nothing.
And he still has a career. Mm-hmm. I mean,
But he's not talked about near as much as Marino was.
Huh?
He's not talked about near as much as Marino was.
Right. No, I mean, that's a great analogy that you use there. That's a tough one. Who are you, Tebow or Marino? Marino.
Once I've formulated that contrast, I would probably rather be Marino than Tebow.
Yeah, I would.
Because you get to experience a longer time in the NFL.
Because you got a longer career.
Yeah.
And you got the
That's why.
isotoner glove contract. I mean, come on, you can get better than that. Isotoner gloves.
And you get to be an Ace Ventura.
That's what I was going to
And you get to be an
say.
Ace
That's
Ventura.
exactly what I was going to say. And you get to be an Ace Ventura. It's awesome.
Would you rather have a unibrow or always have a mullet?
I had the mullet. I would go back to the mullet before I took the unibrow.
I couldn't do the unibrow.
I rocked that
man.
mullet.
You could?
No.
I don't think anybody could.
Didn't do the unibrow. No.
Unless you're Anthony Davis. That's the only person that can pull that off.
Would you rather have, and some of these are kid ones, and I just think they're hilarious, really. Would you rather have a talking dog that tells terrible jokes or a cat that sings nothing but show tunes?
Dog.
Oh, my gosh. That's easy.
The dog and terrible
all day.
jokes?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't
about you, Tyson?
I don't want a cat.
Not a cat person.
Yeah.
Go with the
I
dog.
don't care if it can
Me
sing.
too.
I mean, I like them, man, but I'm not.
So, hey, would you rather be able to communicate with people from the past or people from the future?
Oh.
Pass for me. That's easy. I'd rather have a pass.
Probably past, just from the simple fact I lost my dad when I was in. I'm getting up. Here goes the Hallmark.
Here's your Hallmark.
Yeah, Hallmark story again. So I lost my dad when I was in second grade, and so I remember him. The last memories I have of him, the field's not there no more. The old Coleman Field, there's a school there now on 175, right there in Maybank. But the old football field, Coleman Field, used to be there, and I have memories of my dad. The short times I did have him, my parents were divorced, and he'd come see me whenever he could. Just leaning on the fence down there, you know, in his blue jeans, and that's all I really remember from him. I was too young to remember what his voice sounds like, and that sort of. I just have little flashes of stuff. I don't know if those memories are memories I actually have or memories from seeing pictures throughout the years of creating my own memory. You know what I mean? That's a whole different subject there, but it probably someone from my past, really. You know, because I had to figure this out with a single mother. And you got to meet my mom a while ago that she came up here. She's a remarkable woman. She was the first woman union plumber in the state of Texas, from my understanding, at a local.
I know what she didn't do.
What's that?
She didn't take enough prenatal pills.
Yeah.
Good Lord, boy.
She didn't bite her fingernails either, apparently. I mean, she was a great mom, but, every kid needs their dad. I mean,
Yeah.
even you mentioned your dad always told he was the best or not, but I might have taken that one over anything. Would you rather speak all languages or play all musical instruments?
I've been down the music road already. Probably rather speak all languages. There's people that I feel like I like to communicate with. I got a boy. I got a 9-year-old. He speaks about 7.
Oh, really?
Reading and writing. He's a sophomore in high school.
Oh, wow.
Moved from 3rd to 9th, 10th. And, he's working on Zen Hollow right now. There's people out there, you want to talk to. Imagine being able to have this conversation all over the world and what they'd say.
Yeah.
The different people would say. The answer to the greatest athlete, the greatest spokesperson is going to be completely different. And
Yeah, I mean.
yeah, in China or Germany. And I'd like to know I'd like to know who those are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd like to find out who that was.
Language or music instrument?
I'd go with language.
Language, music instrument.
I don't know, man. I was a musician for such a long time that I would love to be a musician.
Would you rather fist fight a gorilla or wrestle a snake? I mean, no. Fist fight a gorilla or wrestle a shark?
I think I'd rather wrestle a shark.
Wrestle a shark?
I'd take the gorilla.
The gorilla?
Yeah. There's a chance. There's not a chance with a shark.
Our guest in our podcast got up and on the cabinet doors up and stuff, man.
So what about you, Matt? Gorilla or shark?
Man.
It's a rock and a hard place.
It is. I mean, I'm on crutches, dude. And so I stand no chance with the gorilla and everything. But you get me in the water, I'm like a mermaid, bro. Give me the shark. Give me the shark. That's for real.
I can picture Matt with his fin over both of his legs, just down there,
Oh, yeah.
pumping away.
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can
Yes.
see it.
Would you rather hop on one foot or crawl like a baby to move around for the rest of your life?
I'm gonna hop on one foot.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. How about you?
What would you do?
What's so funny?
What would Matt Mosier do?
I'm not really for sure what I would do.
Yeah,
I kind of do both of them
Gonna
now
say,
already.
You hop a lot, and I've seen you crawl a couple of times.
Yeah, I've moved like a cheetah. When things get fast. Hey, welcome back, Chris. How you doing?
Evening Constitution.
Yeah, everything come out all right? All right.
I wrote my weight on the wall in case
Yeah. So as we're walking off, would you rather fist fight a gorilla or wrestle a shark?
I'd fist fight the gorilla.
Really?
Yeah. Remember, the shark's skin is like razor blade. You can't touch them without getting cut. So you can't wrestle a shark.
His skin?
Yes.
Really?
They're smooth one way, but if you run your hand the opposite way,
Cut you to pieces.
it'll cut your hand.
Like a cat's tongue.
Worse.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
I'm gonna do some research on this because I ain't never heard that.
Oh yeah, it's
That's
tough.
true?
Bad stuff.
You won't cut your hand on a gorilla's hair, but he will beat your head off.
He will.
Yeah.
You might get a lucky shot. Stick your thumb in his eyeball or something. You know what I mean?
So we getting real close to wrap this up. 'Cause
Okay.
We know you're busy. I've felt your phone vibrate 1,000 times since we've been here.
Well, ever since you committed to that rodeo sponsorship, I'm good. I mean,
Yes. You see what he did there? I'll be getting a phone call from Brooke Lacey here in a minute.
Yeah, Brooke, he's on. Get him hooked up.
Would you rather hop on one foot or crawl like a baby to move around for the rest of your life?
Hop on one foot.
Hop on one foot?
Yeah, easy.
And last question. Would you rather know when you're going to die or how you're going to die?
Neither. Can I opt out?
No,
completely?
no, you got to pick one.
When or how?
That's a tough question.
Yeah, I don't want to know either one.
We
of
were
those.
we were talking about this. I was talking with my wife and our new little boy that we have at the house there. About it, which he don't know nothing about it. So basically, me and my wife was talking about it, and we were going back and forth on that one.
Yeah, with the tragedy we had in Maybank last week with the young Dyer girl,
Right.
just awful, and God, please comfort that family. I feel like Mr. Magoo. You guys old enough to remember who Mr. Magoo is?
Yeah.
You know how he'd be walking, towards the edge of a cliff, and as soon as he stepped off because he can't see, something would catch him. He's like, that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm just surrounded by danger, and somehow the Lord just keeps putting his hand around me. Protect me. I don't know why. I don't know why bad things happen to good people. I don't know why people like me are allowed to live. I don't know why. I don't get it, and I don't want to know.
You don't want to know when?
Don't want to know when or how.
You don't know either one.
I couldn't answer that question. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't.
What about you, Tyson?
know.
Tyson, you had
If
major health issues here in the past, so I'm sure this kind of touches home a little bit with you a little bit.
Yeah, I've had some health issues, and I've had the opportunity to lay there and think I was dying.
Yes.
And I know it changed my life because of those experiences. But I would say, to answer that question, I would like to know how I was going to die so I could try to avoid that situation.
That's exactly what I was going to say. If you knew how, you'd be consumed with trying to avoid it. You'd be consumed.
Yeah.
If somebody said, "Oh, if you knew you were going to die of cancer," if anything even remotely seemed carcinogen, you'd avoid it. There are buildings you wouldn't go into, things you wouldn't pump your own gas.
How or when?
When? I'd do whatever. I mean, if somebody answered the question and it was like, you're dying in 5 days from now, I'm living my life to the extreme for 5 days. I don't care. On the fifth day, it's just going to end.
I love you, Jesus. I'm sorry, Jesus. That's why he don't tell us when he's coming back.
That's right.
Yeah. I just say when.
Yeah.
I just do.
Either answer changes you permanently.
Absolutely.
And I'm too perfect the way I am. I wouldn't want to.
Man, it's been a pleasure having you on here, Mr. Chris Quinn.
It's my pleasure.
My pleasure.
No, it's my pleasure.
My pleasure. Hey, y'all check us out on Beyond the Blueprints. Episode drops Wednesday at 11 o'clock. Thank you, Cedar Creek Media, Mr. Taylor behind the dials, and our new guy on the podcast, Mr. Tyson Johnson, and always Matti Pruitt. Y'all take care and keep it classy.
Tired of that builder-grade kitchen or bathroom stuck in 1998? Mosier Contracting has been remodeling homes around Maybank and DFW since 1995. They specialize in kitchen and bath remodels, flooring, room additions, and custom homes, guiding you from start to finish with real communication, not guesswork. See it in person at their kitchen and bath showroom at 235 North Gun Barrel Lane, right next to Elder Dodge in Gun Barrel City, Texas. Mosier Contracting, your one-stop shop for material and install. Call 903-470-8550, where they take the con out of contracting.